16 cars have made it out for the second heat of the afternoon. The one absentee in this event is number 88, Dave Owen, who unfortunately has damaged his engine. So consequently, Roger Wright, who came second in the first event of the afternoon and was quietly pleased with that and the way that it performed, he's out there on pole position. He mentioned to me that in stark contrast to his performance last month here at Hednesford, he was just delighted to have finished the race. The winner of heat number 1 out there on the apex of the bend for heat 2, Jamie Johnson, in company with 31 Steve Gooding. Jamie, not to pull too short about it, was absolutely delighted with that win. In fact, he said he could hardly concentrate on how he was going as he realised he was getting closer and closer to the checkered flag. He was that excited, just like a schoolboy. But the fun of it is what it's all about, and Jamie Johnson is a great example. 222 Shane Taylor of the A grade. Felt like the car was not handling quite the way he wanted, although there was bags of power in her. On the front row of the star men, 445 Graham Boyd, 275 Chris Caton. Chris actually didn't finish heat number 1. He went out on the penultimate lap when plug lead number 3 came off the car, so he had to retire rather quickly. 121 Charlie Shembry was 10th in heat number 1, laughing all the way through. He was joking with Tim Foxlow in the pits before about how the programme here at Hednesford has identified the Classic Hot Rod Grand Prix, the Classic Hot Rod Final, as one which includes a demolition derby. I certainly hope that's not true. Tim himself was quoted in the pits as saying, "I've been racing since 1976. I've done plenty of clutch starts in the time, but you're always learning something new. Like, when it's a clutch start, remember to select the gear. You might have a better chance of starting." So the rest of them are out there. Dave Fry, he was certainly throwing out a bit of oil in heat number 1. I hope he's cured that. Charlie amongst them, 210, Huey Weaver. National champion Lee Wood said he was very pleased with how the car was going, and will always elect the outside line if the room is there for him to go. We're getting ready for the green. We're getting ready, so let's move over to the starter. Flag is out. Green flag, and we're away. So, through the dust, Jamie Johnson trying to make a good start. He's already on the inside of Steve Gooding, and he's away. Bit of a gap to the higher graded drivers coming through, and 445 Graham Boyd on the turn. 121 Charlie Shembry following him through. Here comes 275 Chris Caton, hoping to do better than he did in heat number 1, and quite considerably he could do, because that car with his brother's engine and race clutching going far better than he's ever used to. The bright yellow car of 20 Dave Fry following through on the turn ahead of 210 Huey Weaver. Number 8 Darren Owen just showing the tail to 198 Andy Donut Stewart, then comes 144 Tim Foxlow. So we'll let the higher graded drivers come through and await the leaders as we go into the turn. And 24 Roger Wright is indeed your race leader, ahead of 271 Jamie Johnson and 166 Dave Stevens. 31 Steve Gooding in 4th place at the moment, and then comes 222 Shane Taylor, 445 Graham Boyd, and then 275 Chris Caton engaged in a great battle with 121 Charlie Shembry. Had to mind his way through there as it went very close together. Charlie coming across a little bit on Chris. Chris trying to elect the inside line to outmaneuver Charlie. It's a very, very close race between them. Huey Weaver behind them. Then comes Dave Fry holding up number 198 Andy Stewart. Number 8 Darren Owen believing that he can get the outside line on Dave Fry as they go down the back straight. I think it runs very, very close to the fence as he does so. It's a good close race. Oh, and Caton's out again. What a shame. So we'll pan up, move to the top end of the bend, and we see that the lead lead has now changed with 271. Jamie Johnson repeating what he did in heat number 1, now here in heat number 2, and going clear, leading the second race of the afternoon. 24 Roger Wright holding station in second place ahead of 166 Dave Stevens in that third position. Then comes 31 Steve Gooding, 222 Shane Taylor in fifth place as 445 Graham Boyd tries to get in on the inside going through the West Bend. All of them being bulked a little bit by 31 Steve Gooding. Charlie Shemprin looking for the inside line. And they're all very, very close indeed as they hope to the home straight once again, with Gooding at the head of affairs amongst this group of drivers. And Charlie Shemprin gets round on the outside of Gooding now. Following through, number 8 Darren Owen. Then 198 Andy Stewart. They're all beginning to get by Gooding now, but number 8 Darren Owen is still bulked, as is 333 Lee Wood, number 20 Dave Fry, 144 Tim Foxlow, and 58 Steve Gooding. 222 Shane Taylor at the tail end, and we wait for the leaders to come through once again. 35 Dave Cushing is a back marker, and here is your leader now. Into turn number 1, 271 Jamie Johnson. 24 Roger Wright second, 166 Dave Stevens in that third place. So the 1, 2, 3 is repeated from heat number 1 so far in heat number 2. 210 Huey Weaver is the first of the starmen to make the break. Now in fourth position, and he will begin to eat into that lead that the first 3 drivers currently enjoy. There is Huey Weaver, then 198 Andy Stewart, 121 Charlie Shemprin as Daz Owen tries to get through on the inside. Oh, look at Charlie. That could be serious. A big flurry of smoke there on that car. And Charlie's engine is given up. Lead driver comes through as Charlie comes to a sudden halt, and there could be oil out on track. I'm sure the drivers will be mindful of that as they listen to the instructions from Paul Gerard as the meeting steward through the receiver system. Everybody seems to have markedly slowed up a little bit. Andy Stewart has passed Dave Stevens in 166. And the battle is on for second place. Indeed, the challenge could be brought to bear for the lead very shortly, as the Mark 1 Escorts hold sway here at Hednesford in the 1, 2, 3 position. The checkered flag has indeed concluded the race, with Jamie Johnson again winning this race ahead of 24 Roger Wright, 210 Huey Weaver in third, 198 Andy Stewart in fourth, number 8 Darren Owen in fifth place, and 166 Dave Stevens in sixth. Just purely observations at this stage, and we will get Jason Lana to upload the results onto Facebook in a very short space of time. No doubt about the winner though, with Jamie Johnson once again repeating the number 1 feat, and he's indeed going for the triple this afternoon.